welcome Aqua Pisces to your Astro Dice for July. Can you believe that we're in July already? I hope you guys had a beautiful 4th of July. I wish I could have had these done before that, but we did have a lot of family over, so it got a little rough trying to do tarot for the last 2 days. But I did get little ones in, but I'm so sorry that you guys are waiting over here. But let's get this done now. Okay. Hope it was safe. Hope it was fun. Hope you guys really enjoyed yourself. For those of you who are Americans, and maybe even some of you who are not Americans, and you're just out there enjoying the 4th of July for America. Seen a lot of that too. Best house for the beautiful Aqua Pisces. Going straight into the 4th house. This is going to be all about the 4th house and that Saturn energy coming into your own energy of Aquarius. So let's see what's going on in this small horoscope. We are in Mercury Retrograde until the 23rd, my friends. Then it'll go into post. Okay, probably won't be done until like August or something. Who knows, right? But let's see what we got here. The part of you that accepts challenge to gain the wisdom. Whoa. Love that. But it also is the taskmaster, right? Locks down into this home. I'm going to bring out this. Aquarius energy. Some love Saturn energy. We are getting ready to go into retrograde. It's going ready to go into retrograde on the 26th. There's some kind of serious test over here that you're going to be forced to deal with, some unshakable emotional boundaries with this Aquarius energy coming in. I can already see it because the 4th house is the home. Aquarius energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Can also feel like it's cold, detached, and rebellious. Because remember, Aquarius energy is head over heart energy. But you have the 4th house. That's why it's like, where is my 4th house? It's hiding. There it is. Yay. And the roots of your being. All right. This is your home, your family roots, the innermost sanctuary. It could be about your pets, your house, right? Fixing your house. Let's see. Massive serious test. It could be about a living situation. We will see what's going on here. Let's dig into this. I'm getting a few different scenarios over here. Okay, so let's just see. Going straight into the situation. The situation is at the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. What's going on over here with the beautiful Aqua Pisces? Over here we have King of Pentacles. The Magician in reverse. Could be dealing with somebody manipulative. There's that emotional boundaries that I keep hearing. Forcing to build some kind of emotional boundary towards this person. Whether it's a relative, a tenant, maybe somebody you live with. I don't know. Somebody you, it could even be a friend that you consider like a family friend, right? Could be the landlord, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. There's the boundaries. Okay. That's you. That's you, my friends. That's you putting up these boundaries towards this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is the manipulator. Now, for cross-watchers, if you say, well, you know, it's Aqua Pisces, they're being very manipulative right now, but yet they're still setting all these boundaries. Okay, that's fine. Because you can stand firm in your material success and security, stable finances, have this practical success, but yet you're, you know, from this grounded position that you're in, you're saying, I have to set boundaries though. Maybe somebody is trying to take more money. because it feels like you're someone around you in your immediate environment is acting like a manipulative con artist, some kind of gaslighter, a liar, someone who's trying to twist the truth that you're trying to say, is saying, I'm twisting the truth around. That's gaslighting. Gaslighting is manipulative. So however you want to say it, but it feels like you're sitting over here. And yes, the King of Pentacles, this could be your energy and their energy together. Maybe you're holding and saving grace on your money while somebody is trying to twist the truth of how much money they're spending, where their money's going. Take it how it resonates, but that's exactly what I'm getting out of this situation. If you know you're dealing with the King of Pentacles and maybe they're holding tight to their money and gaslighting you about where their money's going, it's like I say, right? But I will tell you one thing. You instantly deal with this threat by stepping into this ice-cold power of the Queen of Swords, Aquarius energy coming through, because it's air energy. If you know it's them that's doing that, then that's fine. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini. This is my actual Gemini card, or Libra. That's fine. However it is, I feel like you're cutting through this illusion with your blunt honesty. Emotional bluff here, babe. There is no cups. You're just like super head over heart. If anything, you're calling out their bluff. You see the nonsense. And you're being very honest about what you see, how you feel. Okay, let's go. Woo! Some kind of deceptive situation. It is definitely attempting to disrupt your home, my friends. Or your inner peace. Okay? Because remember, the 4th house is also your inner being. So you're just like, I'm not getting emotional over this. I'm using strict boundaries, cold as ice, and I'm going to protect my domain, my assets, my inner peace, myself. Whoa. Mid-month, let's go. King of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. The Fool. Ooh, and somebody be acting a fool and you're just like, nope. Now, the 14th, we will have the new moon in Cancer. And of course, the 23rd, over here around the area the Fool is, we'll have the Mercury Retrograde going out on the 23rd, right? So you do have this kind of twist over here that I love, because it says you're tapping into your inner fire, taking total command of this situation. You're the visionary leader. The King of Wands is visionary. You can see from a different perspective of what's going on. And it's going to add this boldness. This is going to allow you to stand completely tall within your independent wealth, where you're putting your money, your financial and luxury, right, situations, holding tight to what's yours. I love this moon up here because I feel around the 14th, around that new moon, this is where you're going to get this insight. This says, wait, no, I'm transforming things around me. You see this raven right here? That raven is saying, I'm transforming everything around this situation. You're in this place of security and you're very confident right now. Over here, yes, they could say, you know what, Aqua Pisces was cold, they were logical, they set these boundaries, they were hard to really talk to because there was no true emotion to the situation. It was like cut like ice, right? It's just like, no, it's this way or the highway, right? When it comes to the situation, you will either speak the truth or, you know, forever hold your peace, right? And the King of Wands over here is saying, now I've got this whole perspective going on. From the absolute peak of security, you're confidently taking this wild leap of faith into this completely fresh start, transitioning with that raven into this new lifestyle, and you're like starting this blank slate. Okay? When it comes to this situation, look, you already put a smackdown on it. Okay? So whatever you're working on, it's causing this feeling of freedom. I love that because Aquarius is about freedom loving. It's all about the freedom, free and wild and authentic, right? By using your logic against the manipulators early on, you securing your own castle, the 4th house, you're securing that and your finances. I don't care. You can gaslight me about where all the money goes and shit. Hey, what about this? What if I held on to all my money and put it somewhere else and you don't even have access to it? Hey, what if I change my PIN number and then you don't get any access to it since you don't know how to use money? End of the month. Oh, you are clear as the day is bright. Let me tell you, as the sun is in the sky. The moon, where the anxieties were. Yep. 7 of Swords. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, this is some kind of mental stalemate over here is finally shattered. You're shattering this. You are forced to make some kind of definitive decision when it comes to this situation. Okay, so at the end of the month, you have some kind of decision that needs to be made. Making this choice drops you straight into this deep, mysterious, kind of like watery energy of your subconscious with the moon. Now, we are going to have the full moon in Aquarius, so there's your helping hand. Okay, this is going to surface those hidden fears, intense dreams, secrets. Seven of Swords in reverse. I mean, yeah. I mean, because this is going to be like kind of like the dust settling. There's going to feel like some kind of major relief happening over here. It's almost like the thief, the manipulator, the con artist is caught. It's almost like some kind of hidden confession is being made. I'm telling you the truth now. Or you're finally returning that energy that you feel that they stole from you and reclaiming your own power. I feel for a lot of you that they're coming to confess. There's nothing left. You've already moved on from the situation. You're not, you're not trusting them anymore. They can feel there's no trust. I do feel like they're confessing to this deception, and it's a little bit different, right? Because you could say, I don't think this con artist or this manipulator would ever do that. If they're a narcissist, that's probably not going to ever happen. Okay? Depends on what kind of person they are. Keep that in mind. If it's a narcissist, most narcissists are never going to be like, oh, geez, I did that wrong. Yeah, right. And then you have to ask yourself the question, why did they do, what are they manipulating now? A narcissist, if they did do such a thing, you would have to say, okay, well, what are you trying to blind me with now? So more than anything, it's you getting past this energy. Okay. I would say that's a very small percentage of you. It depends on the person. Okay, if they're actually going to do that, because then you're going to say, okay, what kind of psychological thing is this, right? Reverse psychology over here. But I do feel like it's a psychological purge for yourself. It's like you already have the domestic boundaries. You already understand all the bullshit. You're just coming to this place where it's like you're over it. Okay? So you don't have to really worry about it anymore. The deadlock is over. You've come to the conclusion, right? I even feel like for a lot of you, you're going to come to the conclusion they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to, right, man up or woman up to this situation. So you're just moving past it, right? That they're not going to expose the deception that you want them to do, right? So take that how resonant. If you know that they'll probably come back and be like, oh my gosh, it's going to be very difficult to say exactly which one, okay? Deal with so many different kinds of people. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.